What's up guys, Starlink here. Now let's be real for a second. If you're a fan of Metroidvania style games, I'm sure you already know about a certain title called Bloodstained from IGA of Castlevania Symphony of the Night fame. But today, I wanted to talk about some titles that you may not have heard of before. Let's check it out. The Metroidvania. A combination of two popular gaming franchises led to create something wonderful. Though it should be said that Metroid was probably the biggest influencer on this one. Now we've seen some amazing titles birthed from this genre over the years, including but not limited to games like Cave Story, Shantae, Guacamelee, Axiom Verge, La Mulana, the list goes on. But I'm here to tell you guys about some titles that you may not have heard about. So let's jump into it, shall we? First up on the list is Chasm. In Chasm, players take up the role of a soldier passing through a remote mining town on their journey home from a long war. The town's miners have recently disappeared after breaching a long-forgotten temple far below the town and reawakened an ancient slumbering evil. Now trapped in a town by supernatural forces, you're left with no option but to explore the mines below, battle enemies and bosses, and increase your abilities in hopes of finally escaping and returning home. Now, Chasm takes heavy inspiration from titles like Symphony of the Night, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and even Diablo of all things, with procedurally generated dungeons. So it looks really interesting. I know I'm looking forward to it. Now this title's been in development for close to 5 years now, but it sounds like the devs are finally set on track to releasing it this year on PC and PS4. Now there's no confirmation on a Switch release, but I did some digging and it sounds like the devs are interested, but they want to see how the initial launch does first before they make any other plans. Next up on the list is Forsaken Castle. Now this is a title that literally screams Castlevania all over it, right down to the story, which I'll read out to you right now. Lily, a paladin, is sent to investigate the appearance of undead near the sleepy little village of Ato. Her search led her to an old castle that was known to have been long since abandoned. Now the castle has seemingly come back to life, with faint lights visible and a drawbridge closed in the distance. Being new to her order and armed with the desire to prove herself a capable paladin, she decides to find a way into the castle and destroy the source of the undead, but doesn't realize the evil she is ultimately about to face. Now Forsaken Castle is a Kickstarter project that I did back when it was released back in May of last year, and I'm not disappointed. The devs at Duck Block Games are super friendly and they keep you well informed on updates. The art style and the gameplay look great, being inspired by Super NES style graphics, and the music sounds fantastic. This is definitely a title to look out for later this year. I know I'm looking forward to it. The best part about all of this is that Forsaken Castle is releasing on every platform under the sun, including the PS Vita and the Nintendo Switch, save for the 3DS. Sorry buddy, you were left out on this one. Last but certainly not least is Time Spinner. Now this is another game that I personally backed myself because it looks fantastic. You can see a lot of similarities to Castlevania Symphony of the Night in this one. But it also takes inspiration from the rich story elements of Star Ocean and the tight gameplay of Mega Man X. The story of Time Spinner follows Linnaeus, a young woman with the power to control time who seeks revenge on the technologically advanced Empire for killing her family. Throughout this game, you'll be able to stop time to evade foes, explore large connected worlds, clobber enemies with magic orbs, travel through time, and upgrade abilities, discover hidden areas and treasure, fight huge bosses, adventure alongside companion familiars. Again, a lot of Castlevania Symphony of the Night reference here. This is a really good game. It looks fantastic. The gameplay and the story elements, and even from what the trailer seems to show, the voice acting sounds fantastic as well. Time Spinner is set to release sometime later this year on the PC, Mac, Linux, PS4, PS Vita, and even the 3DS. No information on a Switch release yet, but again, I did some digging and I found a developer update by Lunar Ray Games stating, "We are not currently planning on bringing Time Spinner to the Nintendo Switch. Our current goal is to bring Time Spinner to all platforms promised by the Kickstarter campaign. After we finish fulfilling these promises, we will then look into the possibility of porting to more platforms." So again, it's not out of the realm of possibility that it won't be on the 3D or Switch. Eventually it'll make its way there, I'm sure. And hopefully it does, because judging by the trailer, this game looks to be really epic and everybody needs a chance to enjoy this.
The Time Spinner was our last hope to undo the past. but they were right behind us. They destroyed my family and my home. I will destroy them all. No one will stop me.
Well, that's it for this one, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me down in the comments below if any of these titles piqued your interest or not, because for me personally, I'm anticipating each one of them because they look fantastic. Really fun to play. That and Bloodstained, of course. But anyways, guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.